Lazy Rider? Lazy Rider, how you doing?
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Good to see you. Wow, it's really good to see you.
Son of a gun.
I can't believe it.
What are you doing here? What are you doing in that outfit?
What am I doing here? I'm working here. I'm in the racing business now.
Hey, what's this? Some
Where
kind of
you
love
been?
feast or
Oh,
something?
Cupcake. Hey, I want you to meet my best buddy. This is Lazy Rider.
Hi.
Hi.
Name's really Tina.
Glad to meet you, Tina. Sam Casey.
Hi. Just calls me Cupcake because I'm the Baxter Cup promotion girl. You know, handing out samples and making visiting firemen feel at home.
You know something, Cupcake? When I was back driving the truck, this old boy saved my life.
Hey, come on, come on. All right, tell Tina what you did for me later, then.
Oh, that wasn't nothing.
What, nothing? Tina, if it weren't for old Bill here, I'd still be lying at the bottom of Hill 10 with 30 tons of truck wrapped around my neck.
Well, so how are things going?
Too good, Bill. I lost my rig to the mortgage people. I really need a job, buddy. I thought I'd hit Denby for one on the crew of the Baxter Special.
Oh, hey, that's easy as pie. I happen to be Mr. Denby's main man.
That's right. Mr. Denby always says that he's the best tire changer he ever had.
Not anymore, Cupcake, not anymore. I now happen to be relief driver. Now, what you think of that?
Oh, Buffalo, I'm so proud of
Later,
you.
honey, later, right now. We gotta get old Lazy Rider here out of the unemployment line. Come on, buddy.
Well, if you recommend him, Bill, that's good enough for me.
Well, I sure would like to have him on the backup crew when I get behind the wheel of that special, sir. Sam's a real auto-fixing man.
Well, I tell you what, I really had in mind something like a gas man on the pit crew, okay?
Anything's all right with me.
All right, that's it then. Get him some coveralls.
Key, we're a team. How about that, huh? Of course, it is poor much, but you can work your way up like I done.
Hey, problem.
Get the job?
Yeah, sure, you got the
Good,
job.
good.
And the celebration's on me. It's amateur night down at the Pit Stop Saloon, and we three are gonna be there. Woohoo!
Okay, yes.
Mr. Driscoll, Sam Casey on line 4.
Okay. Yes, Sam.
Leonard, I got a job on Denby's crew.
Great.
So if you want to reach me tonight, I'll be at a place called the Pit Stop Saloon.
Will Denby be there?
Yeah, I think there's a good chance. Look, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Yes, Dr. Warren. I just dropped by to find out what time you wanted me at the test flight monitoring tomorrow morning. 6 a.m. on the dot. Leonard, you're asking to go to jail for what you're doing. And Casey could get it in the neck, too. Warren, come back here, come here. Sit down. You know what you are? You're my hair shirt. Always needling. But I'm going to let you in on a piece of very highly classified information, Mr. Atomic Physicist. You know the properties of deuterium?
Well, it's the world's rarest metal. And theoretically, with unstable isotopes that can be fused at extremely high temperatures, creating atomic fission.
2 years ago, 24 kilos of the stuff disappeared from NATO's deuterium bank in Brussels. Now, I say that Robert Denby was the thief.
That for sure?
I call it an educated guess.
But Denby's an auto mechanic.
Nonsense. He's a trained atomic physicist.
Oh, that's incredible.
Nothing about Denby's incredible. Now, do you understand why I put Sam on the case? Court order or no court order?
I do now.
Our next contestant is Buffalo Bill.
Now my daddy, he could outrun the revenue, and he taught me everything he knew. He said, son, take that groove. Yeah, barrel on groove. All the groove is the best way around the track. Now when you take that groove, you don't look back, you just slam on through. Yeah, take that groove.
XJ-240 to ground control. Do you see me on your radar?
Roger, XJ-240. What is your altitude and airspeed?
Altitude 17,500. Airspeed 1,250 knots. Over.
Roger, XJ-240. Maintain your present heading of 310 degrees.
Cassette will transmit a radio signal with 2,500 megacycles.
Is that how you fused the deuterium I planted in the radio?
My theory's correct, yes.
XJ-240 to ground control. Airspeed now 1,500 knots.
XJ-240, climb to 32,000.
Cross your fingers, here we go.
Heading to 245 degrees. Increase your airspeed to 1,900 knots. Over.
Nothing went wrong. It was sabotage. That means Bob Denby. Somehow he used that stolen deuterium.
There wasn't a gram of deuterium in that jet. Leonard, your paranoia about this guy can confuse the whole investigation. Might make us miss the real cause of mechanical failure, turbulence, any number of things.
It was sabotage, I tell you. I got a gut feeling. Call me a limousine.
What for?
Because I'm going to confront him face to face.
Denby, you are a genius. You know, all those sweaty days in Berlin, when we were building the deuterium into the frame of the car. I never really thought it'd work. So, how do we cash in?
We wait until the Pentagon puts the XJ-240 into production.
You know, maybe they might not now.
Well, sure they will. Eventually, they'll think of this as just some sort of a freak accident, that's all. You know, they're authorized to make 200 of these babies, and each one of them with Baxter electronic systems on board them.
So who do we peddle it to? Soviets?
The highest bidder, John. The highest bidder. Let's say we start the bidding off at $1 billion.
Rubles?
No, Swiss francs. We have to make sure we get the racing special over to Baxter Electronics immediately. We'll let the yokel take the qualifying run today.
How do you make sure he piles up?
Well, I'll get some pills made up to look like salt tablets. I'll give him a couple before he gets into the car.
Slum powerhouse, huh?
Well, it really isn't just a stock charger, is it?
Well, yeah, but it's a modified cupcake. Modified, about $40,000 worth. And then when we raced that exhibition in Berlin last week, a couple of squarehead mechanics come in and really souped it up.
What mechanics?
I didn't see them. Denby took it off to some garage for about 5 days there in Berlin.
Was that East or West Berlin?
Darn fine on.
Bill? Come here, will you?
Yes, sir.
Now, listen, you're gonna need a qualifying speed of at least 153, 155 miles an hour to win the pole. Of course, you just get me in the first 4 rows and I'll be satisfied.
Yes, sir.
I've got some tablets in that trail I want you to take. On account of the dehydration and everything, will you? Okay. Denby? Never mind about that. We don't have time. I'm sure the judges want to get you on the track right away. Go ahead, get with it, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let's get out of the heat.
Wish me luck, Sam. Hey, you know it, old buddy. You cupcake? Get him tight. Okay.
Well, come on. We gotta watch him do his stuff.
Now, what's the charges against me this time, huh?
You sabotaged the XJ-240, Denby.
I suppose you've already presented your evidence for that to Judge Witherspoon, huh? Or is this another one of your wild accusations, Leonard?
I'll get the evidence.
You know, I'm beginning to worry about you. You become paranoid. You think of yourself as as Sherlock Holmes. And me as the arch-criminal Moriarty. When are you gonna get it into your head that I'm just a working stiff out trying to raise a little bread, huh?
No. You're a brilliant and diabolical atomic physicist.
Trying to make a living as a grease monkey, huh? You try that on Judge Witherspoon, my friend.